The U.S. Navy hospital ship USNS Comfort is headed to Puerto Rico. The ship left for its 5-day trip earlier today. It will bring medical care to the hurricane-ravaged island. The Comfort has 522 medical personnel, including general practice, family medicine, and pediatric care physicians. It's one of 2 Mercy-class hospital ships with one of the largest trauma facilities on board. Comfort has been used in the past for Hurricanes Katrina and Rita relief efforts. As the Comfort makes its way to Puerto Rico, problems persist on the U.S. territory 9 days after Hurricane Maria hit.
That island still largely without power, food, or clean water. Officials there say the situation is dire and it's getting worse for many people, especially those in remote areas. We're told more aid has been arriving in the capital of San Juan, but many say it's not getting to the areas where it's most needed. Officials blame major damage to roads and a lack of communication infrastructure. Meanwhile, thousands are lining up at the seaports and the airports trying to evacuate, and many have been sending their loved ones to Miami or other mainland destinations until the situation on Puerto Rico stabilizes. And one of those families who left the island is here with us tonight. You may remember Rosa Rivera. She spoke with us during our Wednesday evening newscast.
Well, she is back with us alongside her brother Marcos, who just arrived from Puerto Rico today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, Marcos, especially you. I mean, you just left Puerto Rico Wednesday, about 7 days after the hurricane hit. Tell us about where you were in Puerto Rico and really talk about the devastation you saw there and what's happening there right now.
Well, I live in San Juan. It's in the top of the mountain. I stay in the condominium because I moved from my house because my house is totally destroyed. And it started like 8 o'clock in night and finish maybe like 12 to 1 o'clock in the next day.
Now, through the news reports, we are seeing that supplies are making it to the island, but distribution is a problem. Getting those supplies where they are needed.
Go
ahead.
The problem in the distribution is because all the tree and the line it's very difficult and hard to get for the help inside in the mountain.
So you have a lot of roads that are damaged. You have a lot of debris that is blocking roads and rivers that are making it impassable in some cases. But what does that mean, especially to people who are stranded on remote areas of the island?
It's not getting there, and we finally were able to talk to an aunt who lived on the western side of the island, and it's absolutely dire. It's still, there's lines of people trying to get 2 jugs of water. Sometimes the truck that does finally make it there, there's not enough water. It is a true problem. There is supplies. There's a lot of logistical problems. It's finally starting to get there. And at the same time, where a lot of people are trying to leave because it's not looking like it's getting any better.
You know, we talked about the U.S. military ship's troops finally getting to Puerto Rico. Yesterday, the Homeland Security Secretary, Elaine Duke, described the relief efforts on the island as a good news story. Today, the mayor of San Juan said that's not even close, saying this is a people are dying story. What are your thoughts on that?
It's true. People are dying on the hospitals. The aid is not getting there enough, and the problem with calling it a good news story is that it almost feels like, okay, that's it, you can check it off. Unfortunately, this is a very long story, and there is his brother-in-law is right now in Guanica, and he has 1 more day before he can get dialysis, and we're not even sure if he's going to be able to get that.
That is just devastating. Now, Marcos, you are going to be heading back to the island. Talk about that and how you're feeling going back to devastation and not knowing what is going to happen.
It's not easy for me really because right now I go back to Puerto Rico next Monday, and my family here and I work in Puerto Rico to help, and everything is and you see the island, any green, all the trees down. No water, the line for gas and diesel is very difficult, impossible. You can do anything. You can have money in your hand and you can use it. it's everything trade. I got diesel, I change for ice, maybe for gas. It's hard to live right now in Puerto Rico. No medicine and no communication.
Listening to you and looking at the video that we're seeing, I mean, it's going to be months, years for Puerto Rico to really recover from this destruction. You know, what's the best way for those people here on the mainland to help that island recover?
Well, one of the main things I tell people is you really need to help us advocate for Puerto Rico with your legislation. And right now there was finally, because there was so much request to repeal the Jones Act, thanks to that, President Trump finally asked to repeal it for 10 days only, but we're now asking to please lobby your legislature to repeal it permanently. That will really facilitate a lot of the help that we can get from other countries, not just from Puerto Rico. And also, I would say, keep donating money. And also, there's going to be so many people who are going to be leaving. These are professionals who want to make a living, want to give their kids an education, help them get a job, help them get settled. And thirdly, keep sending money. Even here in Austin, there's going to be a lot of, on Sunday, for example, there's going to be various events organized by Puerto Ricans here, but we want the entire community to come out, help us, so that we can send more money there. And that is the best way you can help in a very direct way.
And we had that website up earlier. It's www.unitedforpuertorico.com. That money goes straight to relief efforts on that island.
Yes.
Rosa, Marcos, thank you so much for coming in
Thank you
tonight.
for having us,
Of
and
course.
thanks everyone.